What's up? What's up? As I always say, men, you've been trolled. You've been you've been lied to. Society is becoming more feminine and telling you to be just a nice guy, an honest guy. And women are saying like, yeah, I just want a nice guy. I want an honest guy that, guy that really cares and da da da. That's bullshit. Now, a good person, she wants a good person. There's two sides to it. There's the good person that's going to take care of the kids when she has a kid one day, right? Obviously, she wants a good person. She wants someone that's going to stick around. But the thing that actually really attracts her on a primal, visceral level is the opposite of all that. So, yeah, if you're a good hearted badass, well, then you have it all. But men have been tricked into thinking society's more feminine and they're putting this pressure even on you, but they freaking lie to you. They're tricking you. They're leading you into the wrong direction. So the men that didn't listen and are just doing their own thing, they're the attractive ones. Because being nice, okay, first of all, nice guy in the traditional sense of the word or phrase just means a weak guy, a wimpy guy, a guy that doesn't have a backbone, that lets his woman run all over him. And if she runs all over him, well, obviously any man with any kind of backbone is going to run all over him. He's not safe. He is not the one. He is not the one. She can easily find a better guy. And that's why she either stays with you and resents you, or she secretly cheats on you, or she wants to cheat on you and leave you. It's up to you. You have to present a man that makes her feel safe and will make your kid feel safe. So you're going to have a little edge on you. Be a good-hearted person, sure, but you got to have an edge. You got to be a badass too, because survival. I've said this a million times. Her woman's brain is as a cave woman's brain still. So she still thinks she's living in in a time and place where cavemen and animals are attacking them all the time. There's no laws, there's no police. Okay? So, what do you incorporate? You got to integrate it. Don't just flip from one to the other. I mean, maybe there's a learning curve, but you want to integrate both and become both a good-hearted person that's also a badass, and it's integrated and it shows in your presence at all times. Maybe your eyes are a little intense. Maybe you have a look. You got to have the death stare, like, what fool? Like, whether you say it to your girl when she's disrespecting you, or to men when you're like, what? Like, it's not about big motions. It's subtle. It's subtle. It's winning the power games. These things are super important to a woman, not as much to you, because less people can overpower you physically. But the woman, that's why she's always judging you. Do you have a badass presence? Do you have a death stare? Do you move slowly? Or are you jittery? Do you move jittery? Are your eyes always looking around nervously? Do you have a do you show your neck and your belly? That's not just good posture. I don't care if I reveal my vulnerable places, which is my neck and my stomach, because I'm not afraid. And that gives off confidence. Is your voice loud enough? Is it have the right cadence of going down? Does it go down? Or is it more of a up? Does it end in the up? Because I'm afraid and I don't know what to say and I don't feel good about myself and you know what I'm saying? All of these things matter. You gotta incorporate some badass. Okay, so there's the obvious badass, the warrior archetype, which is obviously connected to that. This is obvious. We all understand that. Watch movies with badass warrior types. Take in some of that. Take in examples from your real life and look at how they act, how they move, how they talk, how they interact with with stressful situations. That's very important. You got to stay cool under fire. At least seem like it. See, it doesn't matter if you are or not. You can be afraid, just don't seem afraid. Because think about it. If someone's wants to, if a criminal's coming up to try to see who to rob, if you just the way you have your posture, the way you move, the way you talk, the way you look, that's gonna be the first firewall between you and your girl and or your kid to whether he's going to rob you or not. So you don't have to be a good fighter. You have to at least just come off as not afraid, and that, hey man, whatever happens, I'm down. If I gotta get physical, I will, and I'm not afraid to die for my family. You have to have that vibe. So he's gonna split second look at you and be like, no, that's not the one. Oh, look at that family. Look at that husband. Look at his posture. Look at how he talks wimpy. You know what I mean? He's gonna choose them to get robbed. And that guy might be a better fighter than you, but you see what I'm saying? It matters more that you come off as this confident, relaxed person more than if you can actually fight or not. That's how he's gonna choose who to rob or not. Okay, so that's why it's so important to her, to your girl, the vibe that men have. Even though to us we think it's stupid, like, oh, that guy's not even a real badass, blah blah blah, and we talk shit, but because we're jealous. Okay, let's be real. So okay, so there's the king. The king, he's, just look into king archetype and trying to be a king, a leader. Okay, energetically, verbally, etc. Okay. The rebel archetype, that's another good one. The rebel, he doesn't do what other people do. He's confident enough to go against the grain, and that's sexy. That shows true confidence. When you do something cool that everyone else is doing, or you say the same things everyone else is doing, women are like, nah. But when you go, that's why artists and criminals, criminals for other reasons too, but criminals go against they're completely going against the grain. They don't even care about, normal laws and rules and how we're supposed to do, and so that's attractive. What was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh, okay. Stop trying to make yourself better than other men because you are nice, because you are ethical, because you are morally superior. You're bullshit. You just don't believe in yourself and haven't integrated these other things that these other men can do, and you're jealous. And maybe you believe that you're morally superior, but that's bullshit. If you really go deep inside, all of us are capable of being morally questionable in the right circumstances. It just depends on what circumstances you need. Like, what happens when there's no food and water, and what are you gonna do? A lot of men that think they're such great men would leave their woman and kid to die. Sad to say, but whatever. I'm not gonna say sad to say. It's just when survival kicks in, all that morally superior, noble, tenets that I follow because I'm a Japanese, so I follow the rules of the samurai. All that shit goes out the door real easily when you're afraid for your life. Oh, I'm such a loyal friend, and then when some gangster comes up with a gun, you run off, and you are not tripping that your friend gets shot and you ran away. You know what I mean? So stop trying to make you being morally superior the reason why a woman should pick you. She knows you're bullshit, and if you aren't, you really don't know if you're true or not unless you've been tested in a real life and death situation. And it doesn't work. You have to incorporate some of the king archetype, warrior archetype, rebel archetype, badass energy in the way you look, your eyes, your presence, the way you're unafraid to look at her intensely because you are sexually attracted to her. Build sexual tension. to be, you're protective, you're always aware of what's going on, you're always on alert. Your main purpose is to be the protector and the leader. Okay? Peace.